how are you doing today? What we're looking at today is the Mazda3. With nearly half the Mazdas being sold today being Mazda3s, you're probably familiar with this vehicle. Whether you own one, maybe your family member owns one, a friend, possibly a neighbor. More than likely you've seen it running up and down the street. Something you probably haven't seen is the Mazda3 running up and down the street achieving 40 miles a gallon. For approximately 120 years now, engineers have been doing their best to research and to improve the internal combustion engine. First, trying to get reliability, of course, then exceeding for performance, and after all that's said and done, they've tried to make it more fuel efficient and environmentally friendly. Mazda, what we're looking at now is Mazda's latest contribution to the internal combustion engine and the Mazda3 2012 SKYACTIV-G with SKYACTIV-G technology. If you ask yourself what does SKYACTIV-G mean to me, it means it's a fun vehicle to drive, getting great gas mileage with wonderful performance. If you're a tech head and want to know what it means, basically what it means is they've increased the compression ratio to 12 to 1. A lot of people get a little scared when they hear the high compression ratio because they associate it to pinging and knocks in the engine, or they think they're going to have to run premium unleaded in the engine just to keep it from knocking and pinging, which is not the case in this vehicle. With the SKYACTIV-G technology, what they've done is they've added direct port injectors. These injectors, basically instead of shooting one nozzle of fuel at approximately 1600 psi into the engine, what it's doing is each injector is shooting out, has 6 different holes shooting out 2900 psi of fuel into the engine. What this does for the engine is it basically keeps the waste of the gasoline down so that it is burning cleanly and more efficiently. Number one. Number two, it also keeps the gas a little bit cooler. The problem with the knocking and pinging was the air versus the fuel temperature was a little bit too high, which caused it to not burn efficiently. By doing the direct port ignition and also implementing a torpedo-like pocket and piston, it's allowing it to burn more efficiently, which is kind of doing away with the risk of getting the pinging and the knocking in your engine. This coupled with the SKYACTIV-G transmission, which is, Mazda did a lot of research on the different transmissions. Each one has great attributes. What they did was they kind of tried to take the best of all worlds, wrap it up in one. So basically this thing shifts so perfectly you don't even notice it. It'll downshift better than double clutch automatic transmission will. Your performance is there. These things being coupled together automatically increases your fuel economy approximately 15%, and it also improves your mid-low end torque as well. Something else they've added into this is they try to be a little bit more environmentally friendly. So what happens? Pollutants go out through the exhaust, of course. Well, the catalytic converter is made to go ahead and to where it works as a filter to keep those pollutants from getting out into our environment. Well, it only works optimally if it's at a high temperature, it's hot. So you might notice on a cold day you start up the Mazda3, it idles a little bit higher for about 10-12 seconds. Basically what it's doing is warming up and it's trying to get that catalytic converter as hot as possible so those pollutants don't start entering your atmosphere once you jump in the car, throw the drive, and step on the gas. So, tech-wise, lots of improvements. Fun-wise, you don't lose anything. You still have the responsive driving, acceleration, braking, suspension, steering. It's a ton of fun to drive. If you look at the vehicle, there's not a lot of changes. There's a subtle change in the front lip, a little less cheesy, a little more aggressive, but still has the smile. You also notice on the SKYACTIV technology, they've got a blue ring around each headlight, and on the rear deck lid, it's got the SKYACTIV badging. If you walk this way, this is the SKYACTIV badging. Along with those two things, from the exterior of the vehicle, you'll never notice the difference between this regular SKYACTIV versus one that doesn't have SKYACTIV technology. If you walk around this way, you start thinking, well, I really like the idea of this technology, but how reliable is it? Mazda's been working on this for almost a decade now, trying to improve all of the engineering feats that need to be improved. You'll notice you still get your 3-year, 36,000 mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, and they're not going to leave you high and dry. You still have your 5-year, 60,000 mile powertrain warranty. So basically, when you walk up to your car, you're going to feel like a responsible young adult, knowing you're emitting less pollutants into the air, you're getting better fuel economy while using regular octane, not having to use premium gas. But you're not really fooling anybody. Once you hop in the seat of this car, put the key in the ignition, throw it and drive, hit the gas, you're going to be regressed back to your teenage years where driving was fun, exciting, and you enjoyed just the experience of your car. Thank you.